We are group 14, and let's start with me introducing my team members, our project manager, backend team leader, and also database developer, ÇELİK, our front-end leader, manager assistant, and also tester, EMERCE, user interface designer, front-end developer, testing team leader, OSMANLI, and me, ALPER. I am database team leader and also backend developer. So today in our presentation, we will talk about how we will first starting with the introduction, then project planning and management, and then my friend BERKE will continue with requirement analysis, design, and then implementation. And after that, my friend OSMANLI will take over for presenting quality assurance and quality control testing, and then we will conclude our presentation. And after that, my friend EMERCE will do a demonstration for you to show how our project works. So let me begin with the introduction. So the introduction, what we basically did for the project is we developed an online document management system for the law faculty, which enhances efficiency and also accesses to academic resources. The objective of our development was the real-time access, easy management of documents, user-friendly interface, and ensuring easy accessibility for all different kinds of users. So the problems that resolves with our project is some traditional physical storage issues like loss, theft, and time-consuming retrieval. So let us continue with project planning and management. So in our software model, we have agile development model for flexibility and adaptability to changes, which emphasizes on iterative development and client feedback. Our work packages are feasibility analysis, system design, software development, testing, and maintenance. Our risk analysis consists of time estimation, tool integration issues, and requirement changes. So here you can see our Gantt chart. This Gantt chart is a visual representation of our project timeline, which includes phases and milestones. And this Gantt chart helped us with keeping track of our project management. So now my friend BERKE will continue with the requirement analysis. Thank you all for listening.
Yes, hello everyone. Now I'm talking about with the functional requirements. So in our project, we have three roles: students, staff, and admin. First of all, a student can upload a document, view the document, he can upload it, log in, log out, and while uploading, he can write notes, he can change his password, and he can view if the application was rejected or approved. The staff can view the documents he's assigned to and approve or reject them. And last, we have admin. Admin does basically everything in this project. He has access to everything. He registers students, staff, and other admins like dean assistants. He can delete users, edit users, change passwords of users, and he can also create committees, assign staff to committees, and delete committees. And he can also view all files and also accept reject all files. And we have non-functional requirements. So we were focusing on aesthetics, usability, and performance. But our most important part was usability, because it should be easy to use. And when we created the front end for the project, we wanted it to be learned easily. So if you have a staff, a new admin, he can learn the project and use the program in 15 minutes of training. And when he logs in, we kept the design minimalistic, so it's really easy to understand, and he doesn't have a lot of choices because they're all clear, and with 5 clicks, you can do any action. So it's pretty easy. Performance-wise, we tried to implement algorithms which would work faster, and because we're dealing here with a lot of documents, maybe a lot of stuff for the faculty, and as you know, law faculty has a lot of students and a lot of staff, so there might be a lot of applications. So before we started actually coding the project, we had a high-level design and a software design. So before actually we start coding, we decided on what do we have on our database, what should be our entities, should we have connecting tables, and for software design, as I talked about before in the last slide, our focus was on usability, easy to use interface. So here we have our ER diagram. So here for our program we have three entities. First entity is the user, as we talked about it, students, staff, and admin. We have documents who users upload and the staff can see. This is the second entity. And the third entity is committee. Committee has staff assigned to it. So we all have primary keys for our entities, and then we have connecting tables with composite keys. And here we have a class diagram. I know the resolution is a bit bad, sorry about this. But this class diagram also talks about what user is able to do, as I talked about it before. Let's move on to the other slide, please. And implementation, what we use for the program. The languages we use were JavaScript, C#, SQL, and CSS. The frameworks we used was mainly React.js for the front end, and for back end, database connection, entity framework, and ASP.NET. The development tools we use Visual Studio for back end, Visual Studio Code for front end, Figma for UI designs, Chart, and Swagger for APIs testing. And for version control, we use GitHub because we wanted to be updated when anyone pushed the code or received it. And here are the logos of the thing we used. And now I will leave the stage to my friend Jay OSMANLI.
Hello everyone. I'm going to talk about quality assurance and quality control and testing. So we use a fishbone diagram for our risk analysis. And it shows us the potential risk by categorizing them into major areas. As you can see, we divide them into four: processes, technology, materials, and people. So let me talk about them really quick. For people, we recognize that issues like lack of training and poor communication can lead to significant risks. For example, our admin, if he don't know what he's doing, it may lead to so many errors that would have been easily avoided. Next, we have process. These include inadequate testing procedures or poorly defined workflows. If our testing procedures are not robust, we might miss critical defects that could impact the project's performance. Then there are technology risks. These can involve system failures due to outdated hardware or software incompatibilities. For instance, relying on outdated hardware might lead to unexpected system crashes. Finally, we have environment. These include external factors such as changes in regulatory requirements or market conditions. For example, new compliance requirements could impact our project timelines and add unexpected costs. And here you can show our quality assurance activities, which are crucial for ensuring that our project meets the highest standards. We have a diagram illustrating the key activities involved in quality assurance. And by engaging in these quality assurance activities, we not only improve our product, but we also enhance our process efficiency and customer satisfaction. Together, these activities form a comprehensive approach to quality assurance, helping us deliver a reliable and high-quality product. So, our conclusion: what our project contribute to our world is improved efficiency and access to academic resources, secure storage and real-time access to documents, user-friendly interface, ensuring easy accessibility for all users. And what can be done in the future is potential expansion to other faculties, continuous improvement based on user feedback, implementation of advanced features like AI-based document research. And that is our end of the presentation. Now my friend BERKE will
Okay. Okay, so first of all, our project is in Turkish because this was originally for the law faculty, and that's in Turkish. So we did it in Turkish. So sorry, Mr. Ramadan, but you will understand. So let's log in as admin. We have the Google Capture as well. So we can click that. Okay, now the admin dashboard is basically the main part of the project. So we have a few tabs here: students, staff, teaching staff. We have documents, all the documents, and we have committees. So I already have a student here, but let's add another one. We have to create a password. I mean, if we have it less than 8 characters, it says, well, after filling everything, if we have less than 8 characters, then we get an error, so we need at least 8 for the password. Okay, now we see that we have a new student added. We can modify the student, we can change the thing, but we have to enter a new password as well. Now we can see it has changed. We can also delete this user. I'll just demonstrate that quickly. Yes, and we can delete this user. And then let's go to our filters as well. We can filter the student based on name, because we'll have so many students in the faculty. Let's filter based on BERKE, and we only see BERKE, and we can delete the filter as well. Then the staff is basically the same thing. We have one added. It's the same operations. Let's add another one. We pick staff here. And yes, we have two. I'm going to add another one just for demonstration purposes later on. Okay, now we have 3 staff. We can delete or modify in the same way as students. It works in the same way. Now we have our documents. I already have one document here. I'm going to add new ones later on. We can see the note here as well. And we can now assign committees or a specific staff to this document. I'll do that later on. And we can also download this document and automatically open this. I guess it was a empty one. I'll show it to you later after uploading one. And let's move on to committees. We can add a new committee. Let's say a therapy committee, which is medical reports. Now let's add one staff. We can add more than one as well. Let's add one. Okay, now if we go to it has been added, and if we go to members, we can see that our teacher has been added. To add a new one, we can also come here and pick a new one, and as you can see, they will all be added. We can also delete the committees as well. And yes, it has been deleted. It's not here. And also on our navigation bar, we can click here and go to the websites of the school and the LMS and stuff like that for easy access. And let's log out right now. And let's go to our student. Now, here is the student dashboard. We can add a new document. We have to select the document type. These are predefined by the law faculty. Let's take a server, and we have to enter a node. And we can drag and drop files, or drag and drop this. It has been dropped. We can delete this, add another one in this way as well. Sorry. Okay. We added one document, that's census, and yeah, it has been received. You can see the semester, the date, which has been uploaded, the type of the document, and now this is the status of the document. Now that we have just sent this document, it's waiting, it's pending. Now we can download to see, and we can also delete a record. Let's delete this. Yeah, it has been deleted. I'm going to add a few more. I'm going to add 3 more. 2 more, sorry. Okay, these have all been added. And there are no other things for the student to do in the status. So he's waiting right now. Let's go to our admin. Okay, now we can see the new files. We can see the notes as well, yeah. And now let's assign this one to the committee of master zip. And we can assign this. We can also change it later on. Let's assign this one to a specific staff. Let's assign this to staff 2. And let's assign this one to now let's go to committees and let's check which staff is in this one. So we have Ramadan and staff 1. Let's check the details. Okay, now let's go into the staff. I'm sorry about this. Now, the document has been assigned to Mr. Umar Ramadan because he was in the committee that was assigned by the staff. Now, he can also view the note and all the other details of the document. And we can also change the status. Now, he can either accept, after reading the document by downloading it, he makes a decision and either approves or rejects the document. Let's say he approves the document. Okay, now it has been approved and an email will be sent to my email. Let's check. Yes, it has been received, 1513. So we can go into this email and it says the status of your document has been approved. So now we can exit this, go back into my email. And yeah, we see that it has been approved. It's in green. And finally, I'm going to show one more thing. We tried it so many times before, so it's now like suspicious. Okay, we can also filter students. Oh, I showed this. I showed this, I'm sorry. We can also filter documents as well. Let's say just filter the documents based on my name. Oh, they're all my name. Okay. Let's filter it based on the date. We pick this one. They're all the same date because it's the same date. I didn't think this through really. I can demonstrate it like this. Okay, let's add one document from Önsen, the student. Let's add this one. Okay, now let's go right here. Okay, now we can also see this one, and let's see if the filter works. And yes, it works. Now we don't see it on Önsen's document. We can leave the filters. It's back here, but it's sorted based on old state. We sorted based on new state. We can see that this has been uploaded, and we can also filter it based on the status that's accepted, and we can only see one because only one has been accepted. Yes, and that's about it. We use JWT token authentication login, and we pass it within the bearing to every backend call by Axios, and that's our authentication. We're encrypting the passwords, not encrypting but hashing the password. You can show that as well. You see that the passwords are all hashed, they cannot be accessed. Yeah, that's about it. Yes, perfect. That's it. Oh, finally, we can change password from the user. We have to enter the old password. And we can enter a new one. Yes, the password has been changed. Yeah, please.
What was the motivation for this project?
Motivation for this project was first of all, the computer engineering department asked to do this, and after talking with the secretary, we understood that other groups came before us, so we were advised to do it for the law faculty. So we went and spoke with the law faculty, the operator that was the admin here. So they wanted the admin to have an easier job, but just not like, he didn't want to get the physical documents, he wanted them to be in an online manner. So that's why we did this project, to aid the school and aid the law faculty, and maybe something similar that this could be used in other schools, in other departments.
Okay, could I ask to do it in Turkish?
Yes, yes. Because there's no English students in the law faculty.
Yes.
Okay, why did you send the email with English?
We used a template for the English email. Yes, we know. That can be arranged.
Okay. Any questions?
Is it a security issue?
Yes, for security issues, the backend endpoints all have authorization with JWT tokens, roles. So when the user logins, the backend sends the JWT token, which has the role encrypted inside the token. And when the client side sends the endpoint fetch request or post request, he fetches it with the role, and if he has the acquired role, he can do the thing. With the password, we hash the password, we're not encrypting it with a private key. So when he tries to log in, we hash the login password and check if the hash in the database is the same, we let him log in.
This is implemented.
Yes, it's implemented.
Is this desktop or web application?
This is the application.
Only web application.
Only the
They want to deliver.
Okay, so I
Can you copy the link for the file?
Link? Yes.
In there, yeah. Can you copy?
It's downloaded on my local.
No, just copy the link.
Yeah.
How we are checking that announcement Yes, when you copy and paste it in a user in a browser that is not logging, I think it will show it.
Probably. Yes.
You should implement something to restrict files to access when you are not logging.
So you're saying when a
For example, I have the file link. I think that, can you open the link again?
yeah, but how do you have the file link?
When you are uploading, it's going to a document.
Yes.
If somebody has a document name, and just generating the file names can find all the files. Just checking the file name after the document name, and find all the files in that document.
But you can't fetch the file because endpoint is authorized.
Did you, my question is that, did you check that the user is authorized to check that file or not?
Well, the files are stored in the backend. So if the client wants to access the file, because we're storing the file as bytes, if he wants to access those bytes, which has the file inside, it has to hit the endpoint, which is authorized. So you have to have the JWT token to actually get the data of the file. So you can't fetch the file. So the files have to be fetched in the client side for you to be able to do it.
Yes, it is better to upload the files out of the web hosting document. No, your web hosting document is in the layer 2. Then you are uploading the other parent layer. Then they cannot access it. Second way is to storing the database. We are using MS SQL as it.
Yes.
In MS SQL, you can store files in the database.
You can't?
You can. You can store files inside.
We are.
We are storing as bytes.
Yes, we are storing. Let me show
Can you
you.
show me?
Yes.
My question is that.
So here we have a documents table, which we're storing the file data here.
It's in 64, it's in
Ah,
basic for file.
yes,
yes.
For file.
That's I wanted to see that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes. We're storing it like this.
Yeah, my question is that.
Yeah, we're converting it back into a PDF in the
Yes,
client
perfect.
side.
Next question. Is there any limit for the files?
What do you like the megabyte limits?
Megabyte and file types.
File types, we have these file types.
We have the following file types here, but we don't have a limit on the megabytes.
Because you must write there
Yeah.
that the user can understand that the limit is, for example, 10 megabyte. Do not try to upload it 100 megabyte.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have, when we were coding this, we realized we haven't talked this through with the dean of the law faculty, so we didn't actually add a megabyte limit, but we were planning on doing it because when we asked her, she said, I don't know how much it should be, and we said, okay, bring us an example file. So this is the maximum file. And she didn't give us any feedback, so we didn't put the megabyte limit, but we can. And the accepted file types, let me show you here. So documents, all these file types were accepted.
Because in that page, you just wrote
Yeah, we said PDF
Yeah,
for simplicity.
you should mention there.
Yes.
It's for simplicity purposes.
Your project is nice, but I'm asking questions. Just some clarifying some.
Your feedback is very valuable, yes.
Yeah, it's feedbacks, don't worry. You have multiple committee members. Yeah.
Yes.
Should all of them approve it or just one of them is enough?
Sorry?
Should all of them approve the file or just
One of them is
one of them is enough?
All of them is enough.
Then if the other one doesn't approve it.
Well, that's the way it's implemented in the law faculty. Yeah, if one of them approves, it's approved because they don't follow
Yes.
like
This is just a suggestion to selecting multiple departments or committees to approve, and the student can see the progress. Now your file is in the institute, now your file is in the department, the institute approve it, but the department is waiting.
that would be nice. It wasn't requested like that, but that's nice.
If you do it, it will be useful to the university. And the last one, then the student can download it and show somewhere. Role. And the last one, your actions doesn't have any bulk action.
Bulk action?
In probing 3 other at once.
Sorry?
Probing 3 documents at once.
Yes. We didn't. Oh, so
usually
you
the documents,
Hmm.
for example, 200 students sending the file, and they should do one by one. But if you do bulk action, you can select all of them and
But why do we need a bulk approve? Because they have to actually look at the document and look what it says on the document and read the note as well.
it should be like that, but in university it's not.
Because
We don't, actually, the people doesn't have any, too much time. Because most of them are uploading same document.
well, we had that idea as well, but our client was the law faculty dean, and when we asked her, she told us no. 1 by 1 is okay because I don't want other staff doing bulk actions. I want them to actually read the document 1 by 1 and do it.
It was nice, the presentation wasn't perfect.
Thank you.